Hello, I'm Stuart. I'm the content creator for SmartrMail, and today I'm going to give you 7, I think, must-have apps for Shopify. If you have a Shopify store, this is going to be the video for you. 7 apps to use and install into your store to make more money. I'm feeling crazy today. High energy. I work for SmartrMail, the best app on the Shopify App Store. But today I'm going to share the love. These are the apps that you've got to have if you have a store on Shopify. And not just make more money, but help you understand your customers better. And overall, just have a better experience using Shopify because it's sometimes pretty stressful and challenging. If you like this video, and I don't blame you if you don't, but please hit the like button down below and subscribe because it really helps the channel grow. Focus. I also wanted to tell you that this channel is kind of all about e-commerce, sort of a bit of inspiration, tips, and also just how to use SmartrMail. I'm sorry, the sun is so hot on my face right now and there's just nothing I can do about that. Sorry, my bad. App number 1, Referral Candy. Remember when Uber Eats came out? You could send your friend a code and they would get $20 off their first Uber Eats order, and you would also get $20 off your order. And basically Uber Eats just went crazy. And I remember my friend Max, he made like $300 just referring everyone. And I think he didn't pay for a burger for like 3 months, but that's not the point. The point is that word of mouth is a really powerful marketing tool, and this app helps you encourage word of mouth by offering a 10% off referral program for customers. I guess, word of mouth is kind of like the oldest, most ancient marketing strategy. It's as old as time. Before there were markets, there was word of mouth. So I would say word of mouth predates marketing. So the cool thing about this app as well is that you can set it up, you can customize the rewards. So you can set it up if you're referring somebody, you can both get $10 off, so the referral and the referee, or you can set it up so just the referee gets the $10 off, and you can set it to free shipping or $10 off or 15% off. There's heaps of customization, which is really sweet. And then the other thing that's really cool about this app is that it's got super clean, tight integration. So you can literally set it up in a couple of minutes, just one-click integration. The other thing that I just want to say is that this tool is to foster word of mouth. It's not to generate word of mouth. If your company doesn't already have a word of mouth thing going on, this isn't going to make that happen. You do kind of need to encourage that with your own marketing strategy. This is simply the final plug to fill the hole of a marketing strategy that is nearly complete. Let's move on. PushOwl. This is a web app notification. So let's say email marketing isn't doing it for you. Probably haven't installed SmartrMail. Let's say Facebook marketing isn't working for you. PushOwl is web browser notifications. And there's heaps of really cool automations in this one, the classic stuff like abandoned cart reminders, the list goes on. This is just another hole that an app will just fill in. I don't think this is going to just make your store catch on like wildfire. 3% of people that see the little pop-up saying, would you like to allow notifications from this store? 3% are going to say yes. It's not a massive game-changing percentage, but the thing is with business is that it really helps if you focus on those tiny little margins. That's the stuff that's going to help you improve rather than those massive, 30% gains, which just aren't that common and are really not what you should be chasing after because you'll probably run out of money before you get that lucky. Oh, and the other thing about PushOwl is that there's a free forever version. So if you just want to try it, it's got, that availability. So I'll link it down below. All of these will be linked down below, by the way, if you want to check them out. Let's move on to Prisync. I don't know. I'm trying something new. Prisync is one of those tools that if you explain to a person in the 1940s, they would just simply, their mind would explode. This is something that could only exist with the internet. So what it is it's this tool that lets you analyze all your competitors' prices for items that are similar or the same. If you're a drop shipping store, this would really help, and kind of just lets you know, sends you notifications if the price for an item has lowered on average and you maybe need to lower your own price. So Prisync is a tool that always lets you monitor your competitors' prices. Now, this tool is obviously a no-brainer. Like, you want to know that information. But something to keep in mind maybe here is that pricing is half art, half science. So this app really helps with the science side of it. Like, you know, you can see what you need to be selling your products for, what the competition looks like. But the other half is like a bit of magic. Like, you've got to know, you've got to be aware that your price tells a story. So if you're selling like a boutique product, maybe, you know, you should be pricing a bit more because you put a lot of work and effort into this price. And it's not always about just matching the competition. Sometimes it's about, you know, protecting your brand and letting people know that this is a luxury product. But anyway, enough about prices. So the benefit of this is that it's a super easy tool to use, and you get email notifications if a price drops from a competitor's store. So you know instantly, can I just spit into the camera? So you know instantly to drop your own price or at least keep an eye on it, or if monitor it. Obviously pricing is important. I don't need to explain why you need to understand that pricing is important. You know why, you've purchased things before. So if you are using Shopify, you have a theme, and you would know that themes can be kind of limiting, and maybe you want a little bit more control over how your store looks. So I've got two apps that will help you to take a little bit more control over the way your website looks. So the first app I'm going to tell you about, one of the top rated apps on Shopify, it's called Shogun. Let's talk about Shogun. So Shogun is a web page builder. It's easy to use. It's just drag and drop, and it lets you obviously create the look of your site a little bit more. It's got heaps of templates, lots of beautiful templates if you don't want to fuss around too much with creating every single thing from scratch. Super modern, super sleek. So a cool thing about this app is that you can measure the effectiveness of a page. So you can see the stats, and you can also A/B test pages. So you can compare one page to another for the same product and see which one's performing better. Lots of global customer support, 24/7 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but heaps of support there. It's a little expensive. It's a little pricey, and apparently it's a little bit hard to use when you're first getting started. So maybe an alternative to Shogun is an app called Pagefly. My hair, I need a haircut. Hey guys, if you're liking the video so far, tell me which timestamp you like my hair best at. Pagefly offers a free option, which is Gorgias. Apparently it's a bit limited, but if you just want to dip your toes in and see what it's like, at least you've got that. That's a nice place to start. Pagefly is also a little bit cheaper, and apparently this one's better for beginners as well. So if you're just getting started with web design, maybe this is a better place to start. Next, we'll talk about Loox. I think it's just supposed to be pronounced Loox. This is another one with easy setup, 10 minutes to set up. What Loox is, if you want me to just put it down into the simplest terms possible, it just lets customers put photos in their review. That's it. There's a lot more tools than that. Like, you're allowed to accept or decline certain reviews. So obviously if you're operating a store, maybe you don't want 1-star reviews to automatically upload to your website. You know, on the flip side of that, I probably wouldn't just upload 5-star reviews and decline everything else, because that makes it look like you've got something to hide and that they can't really trust you. So it's a balancing act. And the other thing is that Loox gives you the opportunity to sort of instantly reply to those emails. So all you got to do is click on the name, and it'll direct you straight to like a email composer where you can, you know, email the customer back being like, hey, sorry you didn't like this product. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can make it up to you? Basically, it's a tool to sort of monitor and control your reviews, and it gives you your reviews on your site a bit more functionality. Basically, everyone who uses this app falls in love with it. Like, I haven't seen anyone complain about this app. Everyone's crazy about it. I think it's one of the top rated apps on Shopify, and that's just because it just offers so much for so little effort, for so little money. This is one, like, if you're gonna take anything away from this video, take away this. Loox is the second best app to install. Can you guess what the first one is? We'll come back to that at the end of the video. So Gorgias. I think that's how you say it, Gorgias. Or maybe like, no, it's Gorgias. I saw them pronounce it. If you're a micro business with just one person, you know, you're doing it all yourself, you don't need Gorgias. This is more for, I'd say maybe medium businesses. This is a way to basically, it's a one-stop support desk. What it does is that it collates all of your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know, emails. Maybe you've got a support bot on your website, takes all of these methods where customers can give you feedback and puts it all into one place, which is obviously handy right off the bat. But then the other really great thing about this app is that it gives you like heaps of automations that you can do. So for example, what's the most common request that you get as a small business or a medium business? You get, where's my order? When's it coming? And what this Gorgias can do is it can just automate a response, and it will just say, hey, this is your tracking number. This is the estimated time of arrival. Done. And that's already like a massive weight off your shoulders. And then the other really dope thing about this is it's got really tight integration with Shopify. So let's say a customer emails you and is like, hey, I want to cancel this order. I accidentally ordered 2. In the Gorgias app, you can actually just click it. It's called a macro, I think, and it integrates really tightly with Shopify. You click that button and it cancels the order for you. It just seems like it makes your life so much easier. If I owned a medium-sized business, I would install it. And I guess the last app I would recommend, if I had to give you one more, it's this little app. It's called SmartrMail. It's this like email marketing app. It's kind of like the best in the business. It's a little bit underground. Not everyone's heard of it. Yeah, it's got things like best of class automations, and you know, it's like super easy to use, and like you don't have to waste a lot of time or money getting it all set up. And you know, if you're a small business, like you're already doing a lot, I don't know why you'd want to waste even more time sending emails. It's designed like specifically for like e-commerce in mind, as opposed to like stuff like MailChimp and Klaviyo. Just kidding. Not really. Just remember that SmartrMail is actually the one app that you probably should install. It's like so good, and I've actually made so many cool videos on SmartrMail, so I really think you should check out the tutorial I just uploaded if you're interested. You don't have to though. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if there's any apps that I've forgotten in the comments. I'm sure I've forgotten heaps. That's it. Thanks for your time. Bye.